Simon & Schuster Audio presents Unbecoming, a Memoir of Disobedience by Anuradha Bhagwati, read by the author.
Introduction. Your parents need the crap kicked out of them for raising such a disrespectful little turd. A disgruntled Army veteran sent me the tweet on August 10th, 2015, while I debated a retired 3-star general on Fox News. It was the most colorful response I had ever received from a brother in arms. The general and I had been discussing how much to open combat roles to women. My take? All the way. My fellow veterans had a habit of throwing the worst insults at me in order to defend the military's sacred status quo. In part, the troll was right. General William Jerry Boykin was a warfighter several times over. I most certainly was not. I had offended all sense of military decorum by talking back to an officer several rungs up the chain of command, without any hint of shame. In the heat of the segment, Boykin said, with more than a little flourish, "You cannot violate the laws of nature without expecting some consequences. The people that advocate for women in combat have never lived out of a rucksack in a combat situation." I hit him hard. How else were you supposed to hit a general? I think the general is just wrong. 13 years of warfare have proven that women can live out of rucksacks in completely horrendous conditions in combat alongside men. They have fought and died in combat, in fact, and we should remember that. Of course, my words out of someone else's mouth might have been less shocking. I was a woman, with brown skin and a name that certainly did not hail from the Bible. Boykin himself was not your average general, having made a hardcore turn to evangelical Christianity after retiring his uniform. He was now the executive vice president of the Family Research Council, an organization the Southern Poverty Law Center classified as a hate group. All of this was supposed to bolster his assertion that women had no place in the infantry. Boykin's military background and his Christian creds made him a beloved Fox guest, the kind who inspired nods and amens all across America. His voice had the deep, weathered bellow of someone who had made a lot of people run for their lives. Truth be told, the junior officer within me wanted to sir him up and down, even while I ripped apart his arguments. Where did that leave me? On Fox News, I was a brown...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?